What am I getting myself into with this one? Oh my God, JoJo. This feels like a whole universe of its own. All right. So every Tuesday now, I'm doing an experiment to see if there's interest in this for me to break down the music from an anime. I do bundle studies for my community supporting the channel where we do deep studies in artists and anime. I'm watching my first ever anime now. I'm watching Attack on Titan. We're up to episode 52 or 3 as of this moment. Oh my God, mind blowing. All right, so they put up that they wanted me to check out JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and there's a bundle. Shout out to HMHYA and Bruda, who are some community members who recommended this. All right. Here's how this is going to go. The way that I do the bundle studies is I do a full study for my community supporting the channel, but then I share the first song usually here for you all on YouTube, and that's what's going to happen today. So here's what this bundle will include. We're going to start off with Sono no Sadame. I'm going to watch the actual opening and then break down the full song for you all here on YouTube. But the full 4-song study, which is already done if you're seeing this on YouTube, there's a link to it down in the description as well as the top pinned post, will also include Stand Proud, as well as Il Vento d'Oro, which is here. And then they had a long, I'll watch some of this. It looks like it's clips where it plays, because this one isn't an opening. It's kind of a theme, I guess, throughout the show. I have so much research on the show. Oh my God, it's crazy. And then finally, we're going to do Bloodstream. And if there's enough interest, I know there's a ton of music from JoJo, we will... we'll do another volume study. But these are the 4 that I'm going to start with today. And, I'll put links to the app that I was talking about down there, which also has my schedule and my Discord chat where my crew, they put together this whole study. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for helping out with everything. All right, this is first impression time. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Let's go. All right. It's kind of low in volume on this track. Ooh, it's a lower voice for an opening. Oh, look at these visuals. Ah, hear that grit in his voice? By the way, I'm a vocal coach, and I'll introduce myself later. Beautiful voice, though. Crazy chords, like a lot of opening. Those sounds, that was really interesting. I've got him. We're going to go back. Great vibrato. Hear the grit in his voice. That's cool, that part. Double time. Great melody. Wild. It's got goosebumps. This looks wild. Sono! Do you hear that grit? That's like metal technique, octave doubled harmony. Oh! Oh my God. What an opening! Let's go. This is going to be a fun study. Wow. Okay, so we're gonna check out the full. 4-minute version of this song here in just a minute. Let me get a little info on JoJo here for those of you who are noobs like I am. Okay. Getting to know JoJo. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is a manga by Hirohiko Araki that has been running since 1987. Oh my God. And it's one of the most influential works in the medium. The story is built as a generational saga. Each part follows a different member of the Joestar family in a different era, from Victorian England to 1930s Mexico to 1980s Japan to modern Italy. Okay, so I guess maybe that's where the Italian is coming from. What? The characters strike wild fashion magazine poses in the middle of fights, like voguing kind of. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Which is where the internet phrase JoJo pose comes from. The anime adaptation began in 2012. Okay, cool. Man, so... Okay, I've got so much more info here. We'll get into that later, but wild. Okay, so this particular one, this is from that Victorian England saga part. And I get, let's see, Jonathan Joestar, a kind young gentleman, versus Dio Brando, the adopted brother who wants everything he has. This is the opening that introduced the entire saga in 2012. The singer is Hiroaki. Hiroaki Tommy is his nickname. Tominaga. Oh my God, that voice. I can't wait to hear the full version. He later formed the trio Joestars with the singers of the other two openings in this set. Wow. So the title means that blood's destiny, or the fate of that blood. The whole saga in one idea. The Joestar bloodline is bound to fight this evil across generations, whether they choose it or not. Fans treat the shouted JoJo as the moment the series announces itself. Oh man, this is fun. Also, Araki names characters after Western musicians constantly. What? What is going on? This is bizarre. Oh my God. All right. Let's check out this song in full now here. Let's go. This is Sono no Sadame. It's a little louder. Good. I love those that horn opening. It almost reminds me a little bit of some of the other Cowboy Bebop, that one that we're checking out. Almost reminds me a little bit of that one. It's got a real throwback vibe to it. It really does have a little bit of like a, I guess I'd say maybe 70s-y vibe, you know? Like that. That feels very 70s to me. And a real guitar slide. By the way, my name's Tim. I've been a vocal coach for the last 26 years. Let me introduce myself real quick so you guys know, like, who is this guy breaking this down? And this is my website here. I have an amazing team of teachers that teach under my tutelage here in the Manhattan, Tri-State, Philadelphia area. We do in-person lessons out here, but we have students all over the world now. So if you need a vocal coach, hit us up. So I bring, I'm also a multi-instrumentalist. I play a lot of instruments, and I've been a music producer. I'm old, so I've had a lot of musical life. So when I do reaction to music breakdowns, I kind of talk about things from every angle. I'll talk about the instrumentation, the production, the songwriting, and especially the vocals. And this vocalist already, I can tell you, there's a lot to break down here. This guy has a cool voice. Tommy. So you hear already the depth in his tone. He has, I've broken down a little bit of anime so far in my couple of years of doing analysis on YouTube here, because you all keep getting me to. And they're usually higher voices, like tenors, baritoners. He is clearly like a baritone, like me, basically. In my opera days, I was really a lyric baritone. And he's got baritone tendencies in his tone. There's like a depth of tone in his voice. Very cool. Very different. Nice vibrato, too. Hear that? That's vibrato, that wiggle in the voice. Electric guitar. That melody is wild right there. Da, 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 da. Crazy. Very complicated melody. I got a little goosebumpy right there. Da, da. When he goes up into that upper register and he's kind of warm up there, he lets a little air flow through his voice. Let's just nerd out on voice here for a second, since that's kind of, my life's work here. Okay, we're going to step into my vocal lab here. This is how I break down the voice. If you think about someone singing in relation to these 7 elements, you get a sense of what they're doing vocally. And listen as he jumps up into the top. He doesn't go for this brassy, bright, bop, bop, this like metallic trumpety tone. He mixes it with a little bit of this windy tone up there. Check that out. He almost goes into what's called passaggio. As an opera singer, you open your throat and what's called covering the tone, and you go into this upper register in a different way than pop singers do. Yeah, pop singers let their larynx elevate, and it gets brassy and punchy. Up here, he kind of opened it and covered the vowel a little bit. Wonder if he has some classical training. He definitely can do some rock metal stuff too. Killer voice. Is he still singing too? Beautiful. So he opened it up, he added space in his voice, and then added a little airflow in the tone. All right, I'm going to shut up. We'll listen a little bit. I'm nerding out a little too hard here at first. Grit. Wow, I love his tone. Then he's doing some false chord grip. He's vocally all over the place in the best way. Great singer. I love those little... Those are very unexpected sounds. Wow. Double time. So we went twice as fast here. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. You can tell by the snare. That's so fun. It's so energetic. Oh, that melody! That is a crazy melody. Crazy chord progression. I love that part. Sono no Sadame. And then they did an octave. Sono ki. So there was an octave below. Same melody, just an octave below. Oh, that's so badass. Damn, this guy's a killer vocalist. Hear those rhythmic accents there. So cool. Shredding guitar solo. These drums! Oh my God, I could break this down so deep. There is so much going on that's killer in this. Guitar, horns. It's epic. Now we're back to that verse. The first melody. Great. These melodies are so complex. I love that part. I think it's my favorite part. That melody. So much texture in his singing, so much playing back and forth between like the wind element of his voice, the space, see the space down there? Then he's adding grit, which we get through, it's called a compression is the vocal technique. Yeah! And you cinch the pharynx, which is above the larynx, and you get all the mucosal membranes in your throat vibrating, which creates that growly sound. When you do that right, it doesn't hurt your voice at all. You can totally play with it, but you got to have good vocal technique to do it. He's got big, brassy, metallic, trumpety sounds. He's got windier, huskier sounds. He's got vibrato sometimes. Sometimes he doesn't have vibrato, which is right there. He's all over the place. So much tone quality. What I call that in my voice studio, tone quality diversity. He's making so many different vocal sounds appropriate to the song, right? Oh. Here we go, double time again. I love that change. Here it comes again. So unconventional. Sadame. Very catchy. That was up on an A. He's just like grit screaming. Let's go. Sadame. That guitar solo there. This is really fun. Wow. This is kind of like a bridge, I guess, here. Yeah. Wow! Up on the A again. What a vocalist. Oh, so much energy. I get it. Wow. So fast. And it makes that moment when we go into that moment and the drums stop. You know, you can be interesting by throwing a lot of things in really fast and creating this juxtaposed musical thing. And then you're like, whoa, I'm so stimulated. You can also create that attention-grabbing energy by pulling it away really quickly. Like with that part, going into that slow on the quarter note melodic structure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Now we're halftime again. This is wild. Oh! Badass! Let's go! Look at their Oh my God. Oh my God. What an opening. So this was back 2012. God. This was absolutely killer. What a first introduction to this wild musical world and this anime too. Man, I need more time in the day. Days have to be longer. There's so many things that you guys are recommending to me that I would love, like rabbit holes I'd love to jump down. It'd be fun to watch this. I need more time. All right. If you're watching on YouTube, thanks so much for watching. We're going to continue on to check out the next songs in the study, which are as follows. We're going to do Stand Proud next, and I'll watch it in context here. Then we're going to check out Il Vento d'Oro. And then finally, we will check out Bloody Stream. And I'm going to, this full 4-song study will be available. If you're watching this on YouTube, the study's already done. There's a link to it down in the description, as well as the top pinned post. If you want to come over and be an ambassador for your favorite artist, your favorite music, that's really where I get my ideas. It's not really as much from the YouTube side as much as it is from the people who are supporting the channel over on Patreon. That's the only reason I get to keep being a content creator reactor, because as you know, probably maybe you don't know, as on YouTube, whenever we do a reaction on YouTube, there's always a copyright claim on it. So all the ad revenue goes back to the artist or whoever owns the, copyright of what we react to, which, a lot of people have kind of complained about that on YouTube, but I don't do that. I love that my reactions on YouTube get to support artists and things. The only thing is, though, is that I need to keep going. It's your support over on Patreon that adds the rocket fuel that keeps me, keeps me doing what I'm doing. So thank you so much for the support. And for that, I do put up a ton of extra content for my community supporting the channel, including this 4-song study, which I'm going to do in full. And I'll put a link to the app down here, which does have my schedule for up and coming content, as well as the Discord chat for, my community so you guys can chat and talk about music. We have a really supportive, high vibrating community who are just awesome music lovers, and I really appreciate everything everybody's doing to help out with the channel. So thanks so much, guys. All right, thanks so much for watching on YouTube. I'll see you on my next one. All right, everybody, let's keep going.